In this reaction, there were a lot of amazing sounds, but a lot of sounds that I was not expecting whatsoever. It was absolutely incredible. How can one person take a duet and sing it just on his own, but it still sounds like a duet? I don't know how he did it, but he did a fantastic job. You are going to love this one. Let's dive in. And this recommendation comes directly from Buy Me a Coffee. Don't forget to check that out. The link is in the video description. Dan Vasc.
How can you see into my eyes like open doors, leading you down to my core, where I've become so numb without a soul.
All right, perfect place to pause. When I hear this song, it brings me back to many, many years ago when I was very small. I have 3 older sisters, and one of them in particular loved this song, listened to it a lot, and it was just one of those songs that always appeared on the radio. You were always hearing it. You'd hear it in the car, and it's just so reminiscent of the early 2000s. It's fantastic. Now, Dan, obviously, he's putting a spin on it because he's singing this all on his own, and he's kind of like his own personal duet. And at the very beginning, you're used to the female voice. I forget what her name is. You're used to the female voice, and it's much lighter. And then Dan, of course, he's actually providing quite a bit of power from the get-go. Because Dan is a very powerful singer, as we know. And when he got to the chorus, of course, we heard this like really robust, full sound, very beautiful. But getting that intensity from the beginning is also very interesting. And I like it a lot. He covers this one well. It sounds good. You always take a risk when we do this in musical theater sometimes, when you kind of gender bend roles or duets. And to have a male sing a female, typically a female part, sometimes you're like, does that work? Do I need to be doing that? In this case with Dan, of course, works really, really well. So listen to this opening and hear that intensity. When Dan gets intense, we hear that. He actually juts his jaw forward a bit. We see like the 4 main teeth here. And we get that kind of in the sound. That's his intensity coming through. Do you see that mouth shape? See if I can find it. Kind of right there. It's like what is that? Like a diamond kind of shape. Point, 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 point. And he kind of lives in that small sphere all the time. And it makes his sound unique, right? We think of some of the great singers like Freddie Mercury, who had just an interesting tooth setup. So he had a unique sound from the big front teeth. Dan has a unique sound from this kind of shape. Nice. So then he abandons that kind of triangular or diamond shape for I just ate an apple, so I'm really thinking about it. The biting into the apple shape. So, and you really see the front teeth. So we talk about that a lot. If you want brightness in the sound, pretend you're about to bite into an apple. That's just an easy way to do it. And he does that all the time. Now that he's higher in his voice in the chorus, we can actually hear him do that. See, it literally looks from that screenshot right there that he is going to bite into that microphone. Show the front teeth, you'll get a brightness, right? It's a powerful voice, it's an intense voice, but it's not a dark voice. It's not wake me up. Oh, wake me up, rah, rah. It's wake me up. Dan has a wide range, don't get me wrong. I would say he's probably a baritone with a higher extension. And if you're a baritone and you're looking to learn from me, I highly recommend you join my singing community called the Baritone Lab. It's the world's first and best baritone-only singing community. It's completely free for the first 7 days. After that, it's only $29 a month. I'm sharing courses, resources, ebooks, exercises. Everything I know about singing is happening in this group. You can post your singing, you can ask questions, you can have your questions answered. It's a fantastic community. We're learning together. We're all baritones having a great time. So check that out. The link is in the video description. Again, 7 days completely for free. Set up your profile, check it out, see if it's for you. After that, it's only $29 a month. That is an absolute steal. Music education does not have to be expensive. So let's do this. And let's get back to the video. Nice. Another thing he's doing, he's done this in previous videos, and I think I've mentioned it before, is that when there's a diphthong, so for example, the word save me, he's getting to the second part of the diphthong. A diphthong is back-to-back vowel sounds, okay? And again, in an effort to be a brighter sound, he's going to go save me, save me. He's going to get to, surprise, surprise, the brighter vowel, I've me. Okay, that's just helping him get into that space. He tends to like going into those brighter vowels. He's not going to go, which I might do. I might go, save me, and put the E part really at the last second. But that's just my style. And I don't sing music in this kind of style. So what he's doing is tasteful, well thought out, and I like it. Okay, another good spot to stop. So again, he's doing something that you know that I personally love, which is showing variety in your singing. Did I expect that sound? No, wasn't expecting that full on scream happening. That was absolutely brilliant. There's lots of distortion going on, and he's giving us variety, right? And not just in how he's approaching some of the words and everything, but in how he's actually producing the sound. At the beginning, we got, you know what, kind of it was intense, but a fairly laid back version, especially compared to this. Fairly laid back version, and then as the opening went through, got a little bit more intensity. We saw more activity happening in the teeth, the tongue, and the jaw. And then, of course, we get his beautiful high sound, and then we get this sort of metal scream going on too. So variety, unexpected. He's doing this perfect thing that when I am listening to a cover version of a song, there's a couple things that I'm looking for, a couple things I want to check off the list. One thing, I always prefer when singers, when they're doing a cover, when they pay homage to the original. I don't want it to be so different that it sounds like a completely different song. Don't want that at all. So he's paying homage to the original, but he's making it his own. He's doing his own thing, making his own choices. He's inserting his personality and his vibe into this song, and I love that. Good job, Dan. Nice. Okay. Good job, Dan. So, what's a great way to ensure that a duet sounds like it's a duet if you're by yourself singing it is implement different vocal techniques to be able to sound like multiple people. It should be a duet, but he kind of turned it into like a quartet or a trio or something. So, really cool how he did that. Listen to this diphthong again. Save me from. So for me, as a first-time listener of this, that sticks out to me. That word sticks out to me because he's going to the diphthong. It's a way that I wouldn't expect it to be sung. So that's good. That's a positive thing. When you're doing a cover, when you're posting content, or when you're an artist like Dan, you want to make sure that you stand out in some way. And obviously, he stands out from the sound, the production quality, the way he's able to implement different techniques. But even simply doing that short word, save me, it sticks out for me. And it probably does for you, whether or not you realize he was doing that or not, it sticks out. And again, I'm going to harp on this all the time. He's going to get the brightness because he's showing the front teeth. And then when he goes into that real growl, distorted sound, that's going to give us the darkness. And then this kind of sound is going to give us the brightness. So that's actually a classical music operatic term is chiaroscuro, the light and the dark. Now, Dan's taking it to a kind of a different level and we're interpreting it slightly differently. But he's providing that very bright sound with the teeth and then the darkness from this distorted growl thing that's going on. A really fascinating way to present a duet and do it on your own. Pay homage to the original cover and do a good job of it. He's always puts all the pieces together. That's what I really appreciate about Dan. I always enjoy his interpretations and his performances. Just a really talented and stellar performer.